Hey everybody, and today I'm talking about my priority TBR fantasy. So I haven't done this video in a while, I think, and I was doing them more or less every half year, but they also felt like kind of unproductive because I was always reading so little out of it. So I'm kind of gonna try and keep this one really realistic, really about what I know I'm going to be reading. So first up, I'm still rereading, well, not really rereading anymore. I've caught up to my reread of King's Dark Tidings, and so in the months of January and February I will be reading the 2 remaining volumes that I have to go through, which is A Mage of No Renown, which is actually a new series apparently, but this is a prequel to King's Dark Tidings, in which we are following a character called Wesson, who we meet in the first book of King's Dark Tidings. He is a mage at that point in time, and I guess we are following his journey of becoming a mage, because in the first chapter at least it seems like he definitely isn't aware of having powers at all yet at this point in time. And then the month of February I will be reading the 5th and currently most recent volume in King's Dark Tidings, and I will be up to date again and will have to wait for another volume of King's Dark Tidings, though I feel like if I'm having that itch, I can definitely reread it, because I had so much fun with my reread of King's Dark Tidings that I will definitely I won't keep myself from rereading it just because it's that I don't have a new volume to read yet or something like that. So hopefully I can still fit in a reread maybe like next year, even if there weren't any new King's Dark Tidings coming out at that point in time. Then the second thing that is definitely for sure as well at this point in time is that I am starting a reread and continuation of The Shadow of What Was Lost by James Islington. So this is a fantasy series in which we're following 3 friends who are at the cusp of taking a magical test to see if they can keep their magical power or if their magical power will be completely bound. Magic in any case is already bound by certain rules within this world because of a big conflict between magical people and non-magical people in the past. And one of our friends is unsure whether he will be able to complete the test or whether he will actually have his magic stripped from him. I definitely enjoyed this one a whole ton. I really enjoyed the first one. It was really a surprise for me, and unfortunately I didn't read the second one fast enough, because you have to read this one pretty close together because of it having a pretty convoluted world building, which I definitely felt in the second book, that while I was very much aware of all of the plot points of book 1, and actually I think book 2 also starts with a recap of the plots in book 1, while I had the plot down, I felt like world building wise I was missing a lot in order to be able to fully grasp what was happening in book 2. So I wanted to reread book 1 and 2 in order to go into book 3. So this is happening over the months of January, February and March. If you want to join me for a buddy read, I am doing a buddy read for this one on Storygraph, so let me know and then we can hook you up to that. Another thing that will be happening is a read for the Winnowing Flame series by Jen Williams. This is a series that I have basically forgotten the plot for. This is a read that will be part of my dragon-based read-along that is starting in February. We will be reading this series over the months of March, May, July. And what I really remember about this series is that it's kind of like vampire-esque, but apparently it also has dragons because somebody voted it into my dragon-based read-along. So I don't really know the plot of this one anymore, but it is one that I have on my ebook already that I wanted to try out, and it has been on, for example, I think the first book was voted for the Howling Pack by Sasha, and I didn't have time that month, so I didn't read it at that point in time, so I'm very happy that I have a new opportunity now to slot that into my reading life. Aside from that, fantasy-wise, I would really love to, in the first sort of half of the year, get to at least Blood Over Bright Haven by M.L. Wang, which is the author of The Sword of Kaigan. I think this is an academic setting. That's all I really know about it. The Will of the Many by James Islington. The new book is going to come out already within the first half of 2024, I believe. This is a new series, the Hierarchy, Roman-inspired magical school setting, and I believe a boy trying to figure out what happened to his brother there. And then there are, of course, a ton of fantasy still on my shelves. I think the majority of what is still on my shelves is actually fantasy, but I'm not really going to like push any of these into this video because I really don't know when I'll be able to slot these in. However, what I would definitely like to do within this first half is fit one of my Brandon Sandersons in here. I have 3 Brandon Sandersons on my TBR at the moment, so Secret Project 3 and 4, and then I have Defiant, the concluding novel to the what is the series called? Cytonic series. That one I also have on my TBR. So one of those 3 I would like to get off there by the midway point of this year at least. And that is all that I currently like have fixed in terms of fantasy. I will definitely be reading some fantasy throughout, but which one I will be leaning towards, which one I will be picking up, that will have to be seen. That remains to be seen. But so yeah, this is my fantasy priority TBR at this point in time. Hopefully next time we check in I will have gone into all of these. But so yeah, with that I'm gonna leave you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys for the next one. Bye!